What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Football Chatbox. My name is Ryan, and welcome to the Game Week 29 deadline stream. Blank Game Week 29 it is. So, how are you all doing, Ezra? How are things going? Welcome. Now, obviously, Blank Game Week 29, all of you would have seen the team selection stream, or most of you would have seen the team selection stream. So, I made transfers. And I was contemplating, looking at whether I take a -8 or a -4, and whether I get Bruno Fernandes in for that -8, or whether I captain him or not. Eventually, after a lot of discussion with obviously people in the Discord and all, I decided against it, and this is what we have ended up with for this week. For Blank Game Week 29, this is going to be the team. So here we are. Let's see how things go, obviously. And we will. I mean, I'm hoping for a green. Like, I still for this season, I've not been able to get into the top 1 million. It's just been, I don't know, just tried. No luck. Haven't been able to get into the top 1 million. So hopefully, we will be able to, I don't know. Hopefully, this week is the week that maybe some luck. So the moves I did was Element Endai out for Evan Nilsson in, and Trent out for Guardiol in. Guardiol is my only City coverage for Game Week 29 and Game Week 30. So I'm hoping for some potential luck. So yeah, we'll have a look and see, obviously. Shout out to Ezra, to Andy, and to Combe as well. How are you all doing? Have Haaland as cap, don't have Bruno, would cap. Don't have Bruno, would cap Bruno if had both. Fair enough. I'm sticking to doing Trent to Guardiol instead, and with Salah and Isak out, I'm forced to play 4-4-2. Means I've got to choose Anderson or Greaves. I would play Anderson. Hello, Com. Yes. Hi, is -4 safer. -8 because would have needed to -4 next week. I with only a free hit left, that has to be saved for 34, 36. Yeah, fair enough. Fair points. Now I'm gonna bring up Shubharan's team as well. That he has shared. Why can't I open this anymore? Opening browser. Oh, here we go. So we have Shubharan's team up. He's got a couple options actually that he shared on the Discord. So we're going to bring some of them over here. And then when Shubharan comes on chat, if he does, we can have a look. But anyways, let's have a look at what exactly he has shared with us at this moment. Where is my team? Here we go. So we put this up and this up as well. So basically, what he said is, what do you think about these three options? Option 1, -4 hit for Haaland plus Bruno plus Wood combo. Ooh. This is option 1. Bruno, Haaland, and Chris Wood combo has Evan Nilsson and Elanga as well. We'll be playing a 3-4-3 formation for a -4. I actually don't mind that. Option 2 has Palmer out for Haaland, no hit. So Palmer to Semenyo and Haaland comes in for no hit. This is a 4-4-2 formation. And option 3 is keep Palmer but no Haaland. So instead you get Evan Nilsson and you get Bruno Fernandes, who has come in for whichever midfielder he was looking. I guess it's Morgan Rogers in that specific situation where Bruno Fernandes has come in. We have Evan Nilsson and Bruno Fernandes. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments what you guys think on these moves. Ezra says, all right, thanks, Ryan. No, what is Ezra? -8 this week gets me Isaac in one free transfer next week for Visa. Oh, I don't mind that actually. I don't mind that. For next week, do you want Isaac for next week, or would you want Mateta for next week instead? Because Mateta has Southampton. The $1 million question: do I play Flecken or Sells? You have to play Sells. It's Ipswich at home. Flecken has Bournemouth away. Rohan, how are you doing? Welcome. Revolution, welcome as well. Shared team on Twitter. Okay, let me bring it up as well. Let me reply to Shubharan with this specific -4. My option 2. Oh, I forgot to option 4. Why did I write option 4? Option 3. All right. Let's bring Rohan's team. Rohan shared team on X. Here we go. Salah and Trent out, Bruno and Guardiola in. Okay. So let's bring Rohan's team up. All right. So this is Rohan's team. Where is? I need to move my browsers about. Here we go. All right. This is Rohan's team. Basically, he's got a 3-5-2 formation. In goal is against West Ham. That's Pickford. Okay, Pickford in goal, basically. Mazraoui, Hoysen, Guardiola, who came in for Trent, Clivert, Bruno Fernandes, Mbeumo, Gibbs White, Waneri, Strand, Larson, and Chris Wood. Clivert with the armband. Very interesting pick. I like it. Very differential. Salah has gone out for Han. So Salah out for Bruno Fernandes. Trent is gone out for Guardiola. What's the reasoning behind the Clivert captaincy, Rohan? Good point. Yes, you might want the Palace forward. I think Isak is karting that knock all season. He can't check. The thing with Isak is you can get him in 32. Don't need him for 31. Sorry, you can get Isak in. Yeah, you can get Isak in 32. You don't need him for game week 30 per se. 30 Mateta might be a better option if he's fit by then, which he should be hopefully because he's back training. This game week moves are Evan Nelson and Kirkes in for Visa. Q brace this game week. Oh, and Hall. So Kirkes in for Lewis Hall and Evan Nelson for Visa. Okay, fair enough. Salah, Isak, and Trent bench. Trent and Robinson out next game week for Guardiola or similar and Munoz. Yeah, I think Munoz is my pick for next week. The question is, do I want to take another -4 on top of that? I don't think I will because I'll be benching. I'll have a benching headache next week, personally. Like I'll have to pick between starting Chris Wood against Man United or playing like a Mbeumo, for example, against Newcastle next week. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Thankfully, I can eye test the FA Cup players for week after. Yeah, that's true. Let's hope that some price falls don't happen on our teams until we wait. We literally can't make any transfers until FA Cup is basically done and you get a better idea of fixtures. No, if you're wildcarding in Gaming 31, you're fine. For those of you who don't have the wildcard, you probably need to wait till you hear any information about when certain fixtures are going to go when. Alright. No -4 for either game weeks and transfers. Oh, look at that Combe. Combe initially was like, I was thinking about taking a hit first time for the season. Combe was like, nope, no hit for the season. We move on. No hits at all so far. Avoided a hit so far. That's insane. I don't think I can ever avoid a hit. I'll just look at some weeks and go, oh, so much upside here, taking a hit. Oh, I might have like a team that's just so messed up, then I'm like, yeah, taking a hit. I was thinking Bruno or Clivert captaincy. Thoughts on fixtures and forms for both. Clivert is much better shape. Bruno or Clivert captaincy. So obviously Bruno has the better fixture this week. Clivert has the better set of fixtures over the next two, but Bruno I think has the better fixture this week. You have to target the relegation side, to be honest. Have to go after the relegation side. There's basically a month before the next fixtures too. Is it like a month? I know it's like two and a half weeks, right? Basically 2.5 weeks. So we're at 16th, 2nd of April. Yeah, 2.5 weeks. 2 weeks basically. About 2 weeks. So there's an international break as well. Tin, welcome as well. So yeah, this is how the team is looking like for me at this moment. Going to be sticking it on Chris Wood, the captaincy. I mean, for me, it's between Chris Wood and Clivert because I have no Bruno Fernandes. If I had Bruno Fernandes, I would have probably put the armband on him. Between Chris Wood and Clivert, I'm leaning towards Chris Wood just because of the fact that he's playing a relegation side team. That's the only like you kind of have to target these teams. So that's the only reason I've got it on Chris Wood at the moment. Next season, I'll be back to hit Central Cisco. Fair enough. My team this week, who do I bench? What's the team looking like, Andy? Tell me where in the mini league. Anyone who wants to bring their teams up, let me know where you're in the mini league, and I will bring your team up. Or you can send it to me like Rohan did as well here. Honestly, Rohan, if you want to go captaincy differential, I actually don't mind Clavett, but I think Bruno also is like a pretty good differential for you. In terms of the poll, captaincy poll, how is the poll looking like? For votes, Wood on 50%, Haaland 25, and other, which is yes, Rohan on Clivet at the moment is on a 25% as well. So let me know, people, who your captains are, where are you going with? Bro, please help me. My team, I have three free transfers. Don't know what to do. Junta, how are you doing? Junta, where exactly in the mini league? Tell me. Let's bring the team up. 3 free transfers. Oh, you might have lost some team value as well today. There were quite a few price falls today. So let's see. Where in the mini league? Let me know. Also, we'll keep an eye out for leaks. Not like I'm gonna change my team if I get any at this moment, but we'll keep an eye out for leaks anyways. Pickford, Gabriel, Guardiola, Hoysen, Mikolenko, Enzo, Bowen, Embuemo, Haaland, Wood, Visa need to bench one, says Andy. Pickford, Gabriel, Guardiola, Hoysen. That's a back four. Midfield, Enzo, Bowen, Embuemo. 4-3-3. Wait, you're on a 4-3-3 formation. Who are you benching? There's no extra player in there, Andy. Who is the extra player? It's exactly a 4-3-3 formation. Would captain for me, but if I was free hitting, I probably would go Bruno over Haaland, but that's just me. Yeah, if I also was free hitting, I probably would go Bruno over Haaland, to be honest. That's probably what I would do as well. Sorry, missed Climate. Okay. Then I'll bench a defender. I will bench a defender. Hoysen or Mikolenko. One of Hoysen or Mikolenko, Andy. One of Hoysen or Mikolenko. Probably Hoysen, because Everton have the highest clean sheet odds this week as well. So probably Hoysen I might bench. Good captain for me, but if I was read that Pickford, Gabriel, Mikolenko, Greaves, Trent, Tango, Embuemo, Palmer, Enzo, Cunha, Wood, Sabza, Salah, Munoz, and Isak. So Salah, Munoz, and Isak, I'm assuming you're keeping. Alright, so Cunha can go 2.3 in the bank. 2.3 in the bank. If you do Cunha to Evanilson, can you do Dango to Bruno Fernandes? Maybe. That might give you enough money. You can do Dango to Bruno, Cunha to... Oh, actually. Unfortunately, Cunha to... Yeah. Cunha to 3-4-3. No, won't be on a 3-4-3. Yeah, you could do Cunha to like a Evan Nilsson, Dango to even a Bruno Fernandes. Trent can go to like a Guardiola, Kirkes. Who else would we want? Guardiola, Kirkes, and there was one more forward, Milenkovic. Or you don't have Forest. Hmm. You can go with the Forest defender. So like Milenkovic is one option. Guardiola from City is another option for Trent, and obviously Kirkes from Bournemouth. Those are some of the best options for the next couple weeks. After that, it's obviously you have Ain't Nuri for this week, although I still would put the other three above Ain't Nuri. You have Mazraoui from United. Again, I might put the other three above Mazraoui as well. Um, how many free transfers, Juntao? You said you had 3 free transfers, right? You could probably upgrade Greaves as well, to be honest. You could do Greaves to like Kirkes, Trent to Guardiola. Ooh, I don't know if you can do Trent to Guardiola and Greaves to Kirkes. That might be a bit too much. You could do Greaves to Milenkovic. Trent. Tell me if you can do Trent to Guardiola, Greaves to Milenkovic, Cunha to Evan Nilsson, and Dango to Bruno Fernandes. And if you can, let me know how much. Let me know if you can. If you can't, let me know how much money you're missing. Like how much money do you need to free up? Then you could even, instead of doing Trent to Guardiola, you could do Trent to Kirkes, for example. Add him in. Add who? Add who? Clivett. Oh yeah. That's what. So between Huijsen or Mikalenko, you might have to bench one. Ezra says hello, Tin. And probably between Huijsen and Mikla, yes, same thing. I really wished I can do. I do Adeji to Evan Nilsson, but I got 1.6 million left after doing Trent to Guardiola. Oh, wait, isn't that enough money? Ezra, isn't Adeji like 4.5 striker or something, and isn't Evan Nilsson like 5.6 million? Surely that's enough of money to do that Bournemouth striker to Evan Nilsson. MFZ, how are you doing? Help? Yes. What help do you need? Let me know. Yeah, your team, send it over. I have Mikalenko, Bowen in the same team with that pick. You mean starting Mikalenko and Bowen? Yes, but then at the same time, if you were to start Huijsen, right? You have Wisa, don't you, Andy? You have Wisa and Huijsen as well in the same team. You have Mbeumo, Wisa, and Huijsen in the same team. At this point, you want goals between Bournemouth and Brentford, honestly. So you'd rather take a clean sheet for Mikalenko and nothing for Bowen compared to Huijsen trying to get a clean sheet against two of your Brentford attackers. Williams, random punt of the week for me. Yeah, you could do Nico Williams as well. 4.5, that's for, I guess that is basically telling Juntao as well. 4.4, but then after that, 9 risk, but you kind of bench first anyway next week. Yeah, United gonna concede. I don't know why they picked Dalot. They watch him score midweek, think he's good. He got his awful attacking wise. He's gonna go back to left back. On right back, I actually don't mind Dalot too much as a pick. I still would prefer maybe Mazraoui slightly a bit more. But he's gonna be playing left back this week, anyways. Oh wait, yes, it's enough. Damn, I've already submitted my team. GG. I'm 0.1 million short of those transfers, but I don't really want Bruno as the fixtures coming up are difficult. Okay, fair enough. Then your other option instead of Semenyo is you can go to Clivett. You can get Clivett instead and save the cash to do save the cash for next week, where you will be upgrading Mikalenko to Munoz, or you have Munoz, where you will be upgrading maybe a Cunha, not Cunha. You'll be upgrading. Who would you upgrade? You probably upgrade. I was thinking Chris Wood. Chris Wood is more expensive than Mateta, so you won't be upgrading there as well. I mean, you could change Enzo next week. Well, okay, you can do Dango to Clivett, Juntao, instead of Bruno Fernandes. You can do Dango to Clivett. Greaves to Milenkovic to get the Forest defense. Trent to Guardiola. Cunha to Evan Nilsson. Or is there a way you can afford Haaland? if you did Cunha to Haaland, right? And you sold Trent, for example, how much money do you have in the bank? 2.3. Cunha was like what? 6.8, 7.8, 8.8. Okay, no, never mind. It's not possible. Too expensive. Not enough money. Not enough money. Yeah, okay. Forget Haaland. Not possible. Buy Milenkovic or Nico Williams. Yes, exactly. So you can get one of Milenkovic or Williams or even Murillo. I don't mind too much as well. For Forest defense instead of Greaves. All right. MFZ's team. Here we are. What? Why didn't it open? Here we go. All right. This is MFZ's team. Basically, Pickford, Guardiola, Castanege, Mikalenko, Kirkes, Bowen, Dango, Clivert, Bruno, Wood, and Haaland. Element on the bench. How many free transfers, MFZ? How many free transfers? Oh, no, pick one. Oh, sorry. I thought you were suggesting moves. Between Milenkovic and Williams, I would go Milenkovic. Purely because Milenkovic, at least we know he'll continue to play. Williams could potentially, occasionally, not this week, but get rotated with Alex Moreno as well at times. So because of that, I would go for Milenkovic. And also Milenkovic is a set piece threat. That's why. Free hit team, I think Pickford, Kirkes, Timber, Guardiola, Williams, Bruno, Hudson, Odoi, Haaland, Wood, Visa. Free hit only. Some are not buy-ins and keep. I would not have Visa on the free hit. I'd probably have Evan Nilsson on the free hit, to be honest, over Visa, personally. I might even have, would I have Raul Jimenez? Maybe not, no. I don't know if I'd have Visa. I feel like that's a slightly more harder game. Now thinking Dango to Sa and Endai to Evan Nilsson. You don't need to do Dango to Sa this week, right? Dango to Sa can happen next week, right? Doesn't have to happen this week. So this week you can do Endai to Evan Nilsson and bench Dango as first sub. Or you could even... Would you bench Castanege? You probably might bench even Castanege, right? Maybe you take 20 minutes of Dango over Castanege, would you? Have the Bournemouth forward instead of Visa. You're right. Yeah. Buy Bruno Fernandes and Milenkovic or Guardiola and Gibbs White. Oh. I would go Bruno Fernandes and Milenkovic over Guardiola and Gibbs White. Oh, that's a tough one. Yeah, I think Bruno Fernandes and Milenkovic probably over Guardiola and Gibbs White. I think Bruno is better than Gibbs White. And Milenkovic and Guardiola are somewhat close for this week at least. Guardiola next week is better. But nothing to say that Milenkovic can't keep a clean sheet next week as well, to be honest. If I want Evan Nilsson, I need to get rid of Dango. Can't have 4 Bournemouth. Oh, shit. Just noticed that. That's a -8, isn't it? That's not worth a -8. Not worth it. How much money do you have in the bank, MFZ? Because you could just wait and like next week do Endai to Mateta or something. Regarding Castaneda, Kenny Tete is back on the grass training, though that could still mean him being a month away. Yeah. Will he immediately come in? I don't think so, right? Hudson Odoi is a hauler when he plays weak teams and only, and Murphy will be straight swapping 2 week for him. For you, for Andy's one. Yeah, fair enough. Murphy, yeah, I guess you can go Murphy. 32. But we'll have a look at that when it comes to 32. I mean, if you really wanted another forward, apart from Endai, who are the other options? You got Joe Pedro, you have Beto, You have Jimenez. Jimenez, Joe Pedro, Beto. That's it, right? Now the question I guess you had to ask yourself is: would you rather have Ateta next week, or get a? I don't know if I want to do a -8 this week. That's kind of what I'm a bit worried about. You, who else can you move Dango to? Dango can go to Wanyeri. That's Arsenal, not the best of options. Bowen, you already have. Bruno. No City player that stands up. Oh, you can go Dango to like a Forest player. Hudson Odoi, if you wanted to. MFZ. Dango to Hudson Odoi or something. That's a possibility. Unless you really wanted Ismail Sarr for next week. Newcastle, Leicester, and then double game week 31-32. Newcastle, Leicester in 31 and double in 32. Yeah, true. Gordon is because of a red card, right? Gordon will be back by then. He'll be back by the double in 32 anyways. He's just suspended. He's not injured. Gordon should be back in game week 31. Seventh of April. Yeah, Gordon's back in game week 31. Hudson Odoi needs to be benched after this week. That is true. But otherwise, like, which other like cheap option is worth a -4 for a Dango? Unless you move Endai to someone else. Like Evan Nielsen is the best punt for the week or for the next two. I guess your other options are obviously like Beto, Joao Pedro, and Jimenez. Maybe Visa even, but yeah. Murphy is the third attacking forward most. True, but then you might want a defender as well potentially. People will look for a defender. Enzo is a safe punt for this week for Dango. Would you go Enzo? I don't know. I probably wouldn't go Enzo. I know it's a safe punt, but like not enough haul potential. At that point, I might even potentially just have Dango. Wonder what the expected points are for midfielders at a budget range of under 6 million. Semenyo, Waneri, Elanga, Hudson Odoi, Schade, Gobi. Not too bad actually. Oh, MFZ. Do you want Garnacho? Probably not, right? You'd rather have Ismail Sarr instead sitting on the bench. So what MFZ is planning to do. Enzo can end up a nice second sub, some nice defender pick coming along to almost 20. Defender picks. But you want some Want some value. Oh, updated market odds. Alright, I'll show you guys some numbers. You can make a decision based on the numbers. Looks like Everton's clean sheet percentage has gone slightly up. He's not great as a Jared Bowen owner to look at that. City 0.05, 28%. Bournemouth 0.2. I think that went down. I wonder. Arsenal 1.7. Wolves 1. Man United's 1.8. I think it was 1.8 before. Playing defense with good double. Very, very strong play. Fair enough. Alright. Can't really see anything. Alright. I think that's we're gonna wait on MFZ moves. Until then, we'll obviously have a look and see if there are any other team selection decisions or anyone else who needs. Did you try plug-in Tom, FPL, and Golden this week? Did try plug you in Tom, FPL, and Golden? Ah, nice. Thank you, Andy. Thank you very much. Any city leaks? No, not at the moment. I don't think we're going to get any city leaks at the moment. I think the city leaks you'll get about half an hour before the deadline closes. Which one to go? Haaland and Greaves versus Wood and Evanilson. I'd go Wood and Evanilson. Gita. Definitely Wood and Evanilson. Definitely Wood and Evanilson. Usually nearer the deadline. Yeah, exactly. So like about half an hour to go, somewhere around that 15 minutes, 20 minutes around that time. Sorry about the spelling, you got what I meant. Yes. I did. Alright. Anyone doing any bench, basically bench rankery? Anyone playing any non-playing players in their starting 11 and putting subs that are playing on the bench? So just so that after the deadline, I mean at the end of the game week, they all of your subs come off the bench and the non-playing players go back on the bench. Anyone doing anything crazy like that? Anyone doing anything like that? Nope. Yes. No. Don't forget to like the stream. Yes, indeed. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and obviously if you're new, definitely subscribe because we're closing in on 1000. I keep saying we're closing in on 1000 and we keep fluctuating between 970 at this moment. And feel free to ask your questions, definitely. Now, in terms of teams, we have I want to have a look at the mini league. Because when does the cup start? Aha! So, for those of you who are looking at the Football Chatbox Cup, game week 30. So basically next week, which means 512, then each team will have an opponent in game week 30. If they are between 257 teams, some teams will receive a bye in game week 30 based on their scores in game week 29. I don't think we have between 257 at all. Oh, do we have between 257? How many teams do we have? Maybe a few managers might get. We have 250. Oh, 293. Okay, some managers could get a buy. Some managers could get a buy in the Chatbox Cup, depending on how you do. So at least about 57, 67, 77, about 30, 36 teams maybe. Top 36 teams that score well this week might get a bye. Should be very interesting. 265, 11. Aditya, why do you have such a long? What was the long name for? Uh, how are you doing, Aditya? You've changed your name. Um, does Dango Atara count as non-playing? No, but if he comes off the bench, he doesn't count as non-playing. He's very close to non-playing, but no, he's not non-playing. Subscribe and join the chat for free. He will answer all questions. Yes, I will. Ask all the questions while he can answer before you need paid super chats for him to answer your questions. If we ever get to the stage where we end up with like so many subscribers and like the chat is just buzzing that I can't read every single one. That's super chats. If anyone pays super chats, which we already have super chats. We do have super thanks and super chats right now enabled on the channel. But if any, that obviously has to be read. But I will still want to answer everyone's questions as much as possible. And if I get into a situation where I can't answer everyone's questions, you guys will need to message me at least, like on X, or put it on the comments. On the comments, I'll answer as many as I can. Some people deleted all FPL content this time of year because they're so bad. That's why number dropped. That don't want to see any FPL. Yeah, fair enough. That's fair enough. That's my college ID. Okay, fair enough. Tango only gets 20 minutes. 20 minutes or 2 minutes? You'll do better next year. Just unlucky, keep at it, man. I hope so. My goal this season, now after all of this, apart from FPL, this season or this year, the goal is to definitely hit 1,000 subscribers this year. So we'll see. So get there. You play to be in this part of subscribers you have. You get there too. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. So Aditya, how's the team looking like? Are you taking any hits? Who's your captain? I'm interested to know. Ireland has taken the lead in the captaincy. He's definitely overtaken Chris Wood now. Very interesting. So Chris Wood has gone down to 21%. Bruno is also on 21%. And there's a 7% other. I think Rohan is part of that other as well. For the Clivett armband, potentially. I haven't been able to vote on this. But if I was, I would be on Chris Wood as well. Can I vote on this? No. Um, 1 second. Next season, your season man, you make very smart picks. Just not had. I can have a look at like the FPL review graph, and it'll be showing me like how bad my luck has been this season. That I've kind of like stopped looking at it at the moment. View docs. Here we go. Made big moves this week. Oh, Isak, Watkins, Palmer, and Trent. Oh, -8. Haaland, Wood, Bruno, and Guardiola. That is massive. That's like you playing a free hit, basically. -8, massive moves. Palmer is also gone. Interesting moves. Fazid, how are you doing, my friend? Welcome. Good evening to you. Drinking as much water as possible before I start losing my voice. Mm-hmm. Oh, Chelsea have reached an agreement to sign Sporting CP Quenda. Looks like Chelsea have signed another player. The 17-year-old will remain at the Portuguese club next season and then move to Chelsea in 2026. So Quenda has signed with Chelsea. Interesting. Haaland cap. Fair enough. Help me make my 3 or 4 transfers, number 18 in the league. All right, let's bring it up. And Bilal, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Number 18 in the mini league, Fazid. Here we go. All right, so how many transfers did you? 3 or 4 transfers. How many free transfers do you have, Fazid? Thurs, Mikalenko, Gabriel, Hoysen will come in for Trent, Salah will go to the bench, Tango goes there, Palmer, Clivert, Embuemo, Joe Pedro, Wood, and Isak will go down. So you'll be benching Trent, Salah, and Isak. Greaves will go up as well. Okay, so you'll be in a 3-4-3 formation, but Greaves and Dango are definitely not that great. Will you be in a 3-4-3 formation? No, you will be in a 1-2-4-4-2 formation. Okay, so Trent can be sold. Dango can be sold. How many free transfers? You have 3 free transfers. Okay. How much money in the bank? 1.7. Dango is at 5, 6.7. 6.7, 7.7, 8.7. You can do Dango to Bruno if you wanted Bruno Fernandes. And you could do Trent down to Kirkes, for example. How much money, Fazid, how to bring in Haaland? I was wondering, how much, if you were to sell, like, if you go to the transfers page right now, what is Isak's price for you? What's Isak's price? Is it 9 million as well? The only way for you to bring in Haaland would mean selling Isak. Selling Isak to Haaland, doing Trent to 4 million, 4.3 million defender, for example, let's say. Like Isak to Haaland. If you do Isak to Haaland, how much money? 8.9 million Isak. 0.4 value in Isak. You have to lose that point for value if you really wanted Haaland. Do you really want Haaland? Bilal says, I'm actually clueless on what to do this week. Isak and Salah blanking. I'm 208 in the league. I'll bring your team up as well and keep it on the side for the moment. And we'll look at it as soon as we're done with Azid. Not that anyone is interested, but I can tell everyone why Villa had a big banner of a lamppost last Wednesday night. I haven't seen this big banner of a lamppost. What is the context behind this big banner of a lamppost? Did it because Trent is doubtful and Guardiola was about to have a price rise? Yes, which he did. And Haaland is good for this week and next week, and Isak will come back on the wildcard. Fair enough. Yep, that's fair enough. Who is the best defender to bring in? Best defender, there isn't a standout this week, which is why I spent a couple days wondering which defender to get in because there aren't any standouts. Any clean sheet odds? Yes, I have clean sheet odds. I can show you that. Here's your clean sheet. Some of the best options would be Guardiola from City, Kirkes from Bournemouth, Milenkovic, or any one of the Forest defenders, to be honest, are not too bad. But I prefer Milenkovic as just in terms of value pick. You could go Mazraoui or you could go Mazraoui, but next week he has Forest, which is not great. So it depends on when you're wildcarding as well. Fazil says, should I do Trent to Palmer? Trent, Palmer, Isak to any defender, Bruno and Haaland, but then Dango remains. But that doesn't help your team overall, right, Fazil? Because you're still kind of stuck with Greaves starting and Dango starting. Greaves and Dango starting are not that great, personally. would you be better off if you swapped Trent out? I mean, you could do the Trent and like Trent to a defender, Tango to a Bruno, and keep Palmer. The only thing is you won't be able to get Haaland. Okay, here's the question, Fazit. Do you want Haaland? That's the thing. You have to answer that. If you want Haaland, then you do the moves you suggested. If you really want Haaland, then yeah. What last thing you need on a blank game week is having any regrets of moves that you wanted to do and didn't do. G, how are you doing? 150, you say? Let's bring it up. I'll load your team up, G. But you will have to wait a bit because I've got to look at Bilal's team as well. Who do you think are the favorites of the UCL now that Liverpool is out? Barca still have one of the best runs, right? They have a really good road to the final, if I'm not mistaken. Like, because Aston Villa have to play PSG and Arsenal have to play Real Madrid, and then Real Madrid or Arsenal will have to play one of PSG or Aston Villa. Like, meanwhile, on the other side, Barcelona have like a really easy run. Gov, welcome. Gov says, I want Haaland. Okay. How does your team look? Obviously, this is G's team. This is Bilal's team. Bilal, what did you say? I'm actually clueless about it. Isak and Blair. Okay. Bilal's team has Sells, Robinson, Gabriel, Hoysen, Clivert, Palmer, Salah, Mbeumo, Visa, Chriswood, and Isak, Rogers, Mazraoui, and Hall. So Mazraoui can come in for Salah. Isak. So you have Isak, Salah, Mazraoui. So Isak, Salah, Rogers, and Hall who are blanking. Rogers has got to go. Lewis Hall can go as well. Does Lewis Hall have to go? No, not necessarily. So Isak, Salah, and Hall can stay on the bench. Rogers can be sold. How much money, Bilal? 0.7 in the bank. That's not enough cash. 0.7 in the bank. 6 million odd player. Oh, you can go for a Forest player. Bilal, you want like Morgan Gibbs White or Hudson Odoi or Anthony Elanga? One of the Forest lads, you can go and you can sell Rogers for one of the Forest lads. Bilal, that's for you. Personally speaking, you can bench Salah, Isak, and Hall for this week. Hall can leave next week for Munoz. You probably end up captaining Chris Wood this week or Clivert, one of the two. Andy, is it anything to do with their 140th celebrations? Up the Villas, Andy. The players are not the picks for FPL this season with FA Cup and Champions League. Sell one Palmer or Salah to get Bruno. It would have to be Palmer because I'm assuming you have 0.4 million value, 0.5 million value stored on Salah. You have 0.4, 0.5 million value stored. I think people need to know how much are you guys selling Salah for? I honestly really want to know how much you guys are selling Salah for. I can't sell Salah because Salah right now is what, 13.7? Okay, it's fallen in price. I can sell him only for 13.2. That's 0.5 million difference for me. That's massive for me. I'm not selling Salah. But yes, sir, like if your difference is like 0.2, 0.3, then I would sell. Yeah, then I'm fine. But otherwise, I would sell Palmer. Thoughts on Salah to Bruno, Gakpo to Wood, and Keane or Lewis to Aina for -8? I wouldn't sell Keane. Oh, no, you have to sell Keane. Keane is not even playing. How do you still have Keane? I'd keep Rico Lewis. Or is it Lewis Hall? Is that Lewis Hall? If it's Lewis Hall, then I would sell Lewis Hall first because that has more money for you. Gakpo to Wood, yes. Lewis Hall to Aina, yes, that's also fine. Salah to Bruno. Can you do Palmer to Bruno? I've lost all concept of my team now. Any tips? 180 in the league with one transfer. All right, hold on. Fazid. Where is Fazid? Do I have Fazid still here? Bilal says 2 free transfers. Bilal, you can just move Rogers to one of the Forest lads if you want. You can sell Hall this week too. You can, but do you need to sell Hall this week? There's no real reason to sell Lewis Hall this week because you'll be benching Isak, Hall, and Salah. No reason to sell Hall this week. Maybe I would sell Palmer instead. Yeah, probably might. Depends on how much. Omar, how are you wanting? How are you wanting Bruno for? How long are you wanting Bruno for? Yeah, that's another. I think Tom is dude from Game. I sent you my team and then Mrs. Team as well. Tiger, welcome. How are you doing? Only 3 minutes. Wood is my cap. He's got the best fixtures, says Turpentine. Fair enough. Liverpool will win the league till around Game Week 32, 33, and then they will all just help Salah to break all the records. Yes. It's Rico Lewis. Oh, okay. I wouldn't sell Rico Lewis. No. Keep Rico Lewis. He could play some minutes this week. Keane would have to go then. Turpentine says not selling Salah. Same. Selling Salah. All right. Bilal, one transfer can be done. G, are you still here, G? Allison, Gabriel, Munoz, Colville, Dango, Salah, Clivert, Rogers, Palmer, Isak, Wissa, Gakpo, Castanigate, Hall. Gakpo has got to go. Castanigate will come on for Munoz. Lewis Hall. Okay, you have to sell Gakpo. You have to sell Morgan Rogers. You probably might have to sell Lewis Hall as well because you'll be benching Munoz. You'll be benching Salah. You'll be benching Isak. All right, Gakpo, Hall, Rogers. All three can go. G. But G said you had only how many free transfers? G do you have? Is minus 12 worth it? No. I wouldn't do. Oh, you have Allison as well. Allison sells Hall to a 4.8 million defender. Rogers to Embuemo. Gakpo to Wood. Gakpo to Wood. Yes. Rogers to Embuemo. Yeah. I see the point. You could do Rogers to Embuemo, or you could do Rogers to even a Forest defender. Forest midfielder. And then that way you could do Lewis Hall to, instead of a 4.8 million defender, you can even upgrade Lewis Hall to a Guardiol as well, or even a Kirkes for that example. If you wanted to go Lewis Hall to a 4.8 defender, then I would go Milenkovic for 4.8 million and just play without a keeper. Unless you did Allison, you can do Allison to cells or just not play without a keeper. But yeah, I guess I don't mind them. You only one free transfer, I'm assuming. And Jamie said 180, right? I need to bring up Tiger's team as well. Let me load up these teams. I have lost Fazit as well. Fazit, I'm still here. I'm going to close some of these. Oh, anyone want a clean sheet odds? This is MFZ. I'm closing. Rohan closing. Clean sheet odds here while I bring up Tiger's team as well. Akshat, how are you doing? Toppernet says Kunyat Evanilson. Fair enough. I did Evanilson as well. But for Eleman and I, who between Hudson Odoi or Gibbs White? Gibbs White is the higher assist threat target. Hudson Odoi would be the higher goal threat target. Although Hudson Odoi will have less minutes compared to Gibbs White. All right, hold on. Let me bring up the chat. Should I do Trent? Fazit says, should I just do Trent, Palmer, Isak to any defender? Bruno, I read that. Mara Howler, that I read as well. Wood is my. Got posted around a lot when Villa went down. It's fitting for now and where we are. Fair enough. He is still here. Okay. Check out my team. Confused about what I should do. Says Akshat. Akshat, where in the mini league? Can you tell me where in the mini league? Combe, I had him since game week 1. Then I sold him like last 2 weeks to Clivert. Oh, this is for Bruno Fernandes. Fair enough. Don't forget to hit the like, guys, subscribe, and join the chat. Yes, indeed. Gailey, how are you doing? If you had to choose between Palmer and Haaland and two from Wood, Evanilson, and Marmoush. Between Palmer and Haaland, I would choose Haaland at the moment. And two from Wood, Evanilson, and Marmoush, I would go Chris Wood and Evanilson. Maybe can downgrade Embramer to a Forest player. Yeah, you could do Embramer to a Forest player. So if you you can do Embramer to a Forest player. Rogers to a Forest player. You can do Hall to a Forest defender if you wanted to, or Kirkes as well. You can go to a Bournemouth defender in Kirkes. Your other option is you can do Hall to even a Guardiola maybe potentially depending on the budget left. Gakpo to Wood I would most definitely probably do. Allison to Cells, I don't mind Allison to Cells personally, since if Cells keeps a clean sheet, gets a couple save points, you're looking at about 7 points with the -4. You'll make about 3 points on top of that. Then yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind that specific move, but he's got to keep a clean sheet. If he keeps a clean sheet, you win. You get about 3 to 4 points on top potentially, depending on like whether how much you score and how many save points and bonus that Cells gets. But if they don't keep a clean sheet, you kind of lose. Shall I do a minus Breen, Milenkovic, or Williams, or Joe Pedro for Evanilson? Yeah, Tiger, I think I replied to your comment. I replied it a bit late though, but I said, yeah, you can do it. It's completely fine. Is it true that Wood is injured? No, that's not true. I have not seen that news. Ita, I think that is false information, but if I do see that information, I'll let you know. But I think at this moment, that is false information. Akshat says hello, hello. Oh yes, hello indeed. I think I'll play without a goalkeeper. Okay, you could do that as well. I'm doing very well in fantasy challenge because no one plays it. Fair enough. Take out Trent as he's injured. Yes, I would take out Trent in your league by the name W team. Oh, can you tell me where exactly? Because otherwise I had to control F. What number? What number? Trent could be out till the very end of the season. Maybe, we don't know, to be honest. I meant Embuemo or Palmer, says Kelly. Between Embuemo and Palmer. Between Embuemo and Palmer, I'd pick Palmer still. Because Palmer's numbers and data is still pretty good. He's just not getting the FPL points. That's the only thing. And Embuemo has a tough fixture from like next week onwards. Palmer is still like Spurs is not a bad team for Palmer to play against. I think I can afford Guardiola. Yeah, then you can go Guardiola as well. I mean, Embuemo, Palmer. Yeah, I probably might lean towards Palmer still. He's still a good player. Like, I won't be surprised if Palmer scores against Arsenal. I don't know if it'll happen, but I won't be surprised if it did. If Ipswich score today, I only have Woods. That's really good for me this week. That's assuming if Chris Wood can score. Which one is better, Joe Pedro or Trent? To sell? Trent. I would sell Trent first. Come on, some random Ipswich player has no one has. Liam Delap at this moment. Akshat says 207. Alright, let me load it up as well. Alright, now. Oh, this is W team. Alright, let me have a look. So I'm gonna keep Fazid's team open. Bilal, let me know if I can close your team. G, let me know how your moves go, but keep it open for the moment. Jamie, are you here, Jamie? Hoping for an angry Chris Wood hat-trick. 181 in the middle league, says Tiger. Yes, Tiger, I've got your two teams as well. So this is Tiger's two teams. This one, Tiger, you said was the missus. How many free transfers, Tiger? How many free transfers does she have? Or has she used her transfers? And this is Tiger's team, which I don't mind as well. I would sell Trent and bench Van Heck, eventually. Would I sell Trent? Yeah, I might potentially sell Trent. I'll keep Joe Pedro. I won't sell Joe Pedro. I'll sell Trent maybe if you wanted to. You can bench Van Heck for that. Jamie says yes here. Alright, sick. So Jamie has Onana, Mikalenko, Guardiol, Palmer, Embuemo, Clivert, Beto. Alright, so Chris Wood is coming in for Isak. O'Shea will come in for Trent. Taylor is as good as not being there. Alright, so Trent has got to go. You'll be benching Salah. Okay, here's a question to you, Jamie. How many free transfers do you have? 0.6 in the bank. How many free transfers do you have? And if you were to sell Isak right now, what is Isak's sell price on here? Is it 9 million, 8.9 million, or 9.1 million? What exactly is it? Like, I want to know how much value you have stored on Isak and if you're willing to lose that value or not. I would keep Ismail Sarr and I would keep Salah, I think. Yeah. You'll be playing with 3 midfielders. Not ideal, but kind of has to be done because Ismail Sarr has Southampton next week. When are you wildcarding, Jamie? I think you're probably wildcarding 31. Have you used your wildcard? No, you haven't. Okay, good. Oh, you have assistant manager as well left. Ho, ho, ho. Okay, fair enough. Oh, you have a wait. The manager. Use my language. Jamie, when are you playing the assistant managership? And when are you wildcarding? Muhin, how are you doing? Welcome. Wood is not my cap. If he gets 5 points, that will suit anyone. Not capping Woods have him. Fair enough. 3 transfers done. Trent and Palmer. Isak to Williams, Bruno, and Haaland. Isak, Williams, and Bruno Haaland. Okay, now for the -4, it's either Pedro to Wissa or Dango to Semenyo. Do you have Clivert? You had Clivert as well, right, Fazid? Yes, you did. Pedro to Wissa. I would keep Pedro. Fazid. I'll keep Pedro because he's still playing City. He can get a goal potentially. Even if he doesn't, he'll at least play more minutes than Dango at this moment. So I would get rid of Dango. I'm good. Thanks, Ryan. Says G. Alright, G. I will close the team then. Andy says Palmer is playing with weight on his shoulders. Yeah, he's. I have 9 million Isak. Evan Nilsson, what do you think? Good. I bought Evan Nilsson. -8 to bring in Haaland, Bruno, Valcardi next week. Who are you selling, Mark? I'm assuming you're selling Palmer to get Bruno in, and I'm assuming he's selling Palmer to get Haaland in as well. Ebert, how are you doing? Wood is the most capped player at the moment. Yes, he's taken a Wood and Haaland are going head to head for captaincy poll at this moment. But Wood might be the overall more expensive, like more owned captain. I was thinking this week for wildcard. I don't know. No. Not in 29. I wouldn't do it in 29. Fine, brother. How are you? I am doing well. Andy says for this week. Oh, yeah. And then just bench Pedro. I don't think Brighton will get anything at City. Yeah, fair enough. Then just bench Pedro. It's okay to bench Pedro, but I would get rid of Tango. If you could bench one of Guardiola, Kirkes, Milenkovic, and Gabriel. How are you in that situation? Kirkes? For this week? Maybe Kirkes? I can sell Isak for 9 mil. Saka is back in April. We'll think about Saka when he's back. Too many to think about. Selling Isak, Palmer, or I can just sell Trent for defender, 1 week punt, and Walker next week. I would sell Trent for a defender, 1 week punt, and Walker next week. Haaland is better next week than this week, right? Got 1 free transfer. This is Akshat. Fair enough. Who does the better fixture? He has 164 in the mini league. Alright, hold on. Got a lot of teams to have a look at. Alright, let me first start with Jamie's team and we'll head on. Bilal, I think you're okay. Jamie is, we need to kind of figure out. Akshat also 1 free transfer. Henderson, Sells will be in goal. Gabriel, Robinson, Hoysen, Ena. So you play a back 4. Munoz on the bench. Salah on the bench. Isak on the bench. Rogers can be sold. Chris Wood up front. You'll be playing a 4-4-2 formation. You can sell Rogers. Akshat for the one free transfer, 1.8 in the bank. You can sell Rogers to, oh, you have triple Forest already. Okay, you can sell Rogers to Semenyo if you wanted to. Or mm, yeah, it's probably only Semenyo that's standing out. If you wanted like a midfielder, cheap midfielder. Or you can take an extreme punt on Muntesi from Wolves. He's playing Southampton this week. I don't know how good that could be a punt off, but that is a punt potentially. The other punts for this week, can you get Bowen? But I'm not too fond of Bowen at this moment. Embuemo you already have. Wanyeri, maybe not. Enzo no problem. Salah, Isak on the bench, Munoz on the bench as well. Rogers has got to go. Semenyo is one option. I don't fully like Semenyo. Akshat, are you interested in some other players as well? But he might be one of the options. The rest you bench who are not playing. Send my team in Insta doing Bruno and Hudson-Odoi to Murphy, Salah next week. Oh, Murphy and Salah next week. Okay, I'll have a look at your team as well. Palmer to Saka if you're holding Palmer. I'll only think about Saka once he's like fit and actually playing game. For the moment, Palmer also might not make the wild card. Best defender for 1 week punt, Guardiola or Ena? 1 week punt, Forest. I'd go Ena. 1 week punt, Ena. 2 people above me in the mini league have Guardiola. Then you go Ena. Go Ena. If you want to go differential, you'll have to go Ena. This is Mark's team, obviously. Pickford, Gabriel, Munoz. So Salah benched, Munoz benched. Isak benched. Waneri, Antnuri, Milenkovic all start. So you just need to sell Trent. Yeah, I would just sell Trent, honestly. I'd just sell Trent. You'll want Isak again. 0.4 value loss on Isak. Or a -4. I mean, I like Evanilson as a pick, but yeah. I think I'd sell Trent, and if you really wanted, you can sell Waneri to Clivert. If you wanted to do a hit, maybe Waneri to Clivert. Mark. That's another option. I was just thinking about getting Salah out and Bruno in for this double game week. No long-term transfer. Ooh, Akshat. The question with that is, how much value do you have stored on Salah? Because if you want to get Salah back in, you're going to have to spend a lot more money to get him back in. Hudson-Odoi or Elanga? Hudson-Odoi. Jamie's team. Okay, Jamie's team. Looking at Jamie's team. All right, Jamie. Trent to... You don't even have... Okay, Trent to Milenkovic from Forest. You don't even have Gabriel. Can we get Gabriel? Can you do Trent to Milenkovic? And Charlie Taylor is 3.9 million. He could go to a Cresswell. You could do Trent to Milenkovic. Ismail Salah, Isak. Chris Wood and Beto up front. I'd sell. You play back 4. Would you play a back 4? No, you'll be playing a back 5. Sheesh, no, I don't want that. I'd sell Ismail Sarr potentially. Jamie. So maybe Trent to Milenkovic and Sarr to... Tell me how much money you get if you were to like remove Trent and bring in like a Milenkovic, for example, how much money do you have? You could also sell Charlie Taylor, to Cresswell. Same price from West Ham, same price. At least you'll get a playing player. Or Agbadu from Wolves is zero 0.1 more. And he has Southampton this week. So you can get either Cresswell or Agbadu. Cresswell is a good pick, may have a double. Yeah, but then by that time, Jamie is already wildcarded. So for this week, you could do Taylor to either Agbadu from Wolves or Cresswell from West Ham. Trent to either Milenkovic or probably Milenkovic because no Forest defense. Ismail Sarr. Would you sell Ismail Sarr or would you sell Isak? Isak has too much value stored on. So Ismail Sarr would probably have to go, right? To like a Bruno Fernandes. Oh, I don't know. It depends on how much money he has left. 3 million, you said. 3 million. So you can do Ismail Sarr to Bruno Fernandes if you wanted to. That's a -8, basically. So you'll be playing 4 midfielders, 2 strikers. You'll be playing 4 defenders with Mikalenko, Guardiola, Trent's replacement, and Taylor. You'll have Salah, Isak on the bench alongside O'Shea on the bench. Yeah, I'd play 4 defenders over a back 5 this week, honestly. Might get 0.29 price rises before the wildcard on Crespo. Yeah, you might get a 0.2 or a 0.1 even. Yeah, true. That's true. Very true. Akshat says 0.4 million difference. 0.4 million on on what was this, Isak? What did I ask, Akshat? Oh, you mean for Salah? Oh, for Salah. 0.4 on Salah. That's actually not too bad. Okay, you can potentially, you get a price rise on Bruno Fernandes. He didn't rise today, right? Did Bruno rise today? No, right? Like in the morning yesterday. You get another price rise out of Bruno. Potentially another 0.1, 0.2 on Bruno. Oh, he rose, so he's not going to rise again. So okay, never mind. Yeah, you could do it if you wanted to. But then who is your captain for next week? Because next week you don't even have Haaland. Right? So next week you're kind of screwed. Because you want Salah back for captaincy next week. That's the other question. You have to kind of consider that as well. Would I not play O'Shea over Taylor? Actually speaking, that could actually be a good punt. Yeah, you could just do a -4 to be honest. And just start O'Shea over Taylor. So you could just do, you don't have to actually do the Cresswell move. I take it back. So just a -4. Just like remove Trent. And if you wanted, remove Ismail Sarr. And start O'Shea, yes. Just start O'Shea over Taylor. It's fine, just take the 2-pointer, whatever comes. Now, you can get Bruno Fernandes in for this week, or you can get a Forest midfielder in for this week for Ismail Sarr. Luke says, can you check my team? I took a -4. I don't know if I should play Timber over someone. Wildcard is next week. Okay, let's have a look. Where did you send your team, Luke? Would I not? It's on X. Okay. All right. I need to bring a few teams up now. Starting with obviously Marex. Ebird sent me his team on Instagram. This is Ebird. Tiger, did you decide what you were going to do? And Luke, I've just got your team as well. All right. So this is Ebird's team. So we'll have a look at this as well. Tom, could you have a look at my team? Yes, I can. We'll have a look. Give me a second. Let me just finish these few teams and I'll load your team up as well. Also, I've seen a few new names here. If you are new, please do hit that like button and subscribe as well. I will greatly appreciate it as we look to get to 1,000 subscribers. All right, Ebert. Are you still here, Ebert? And uh, if I have missed anyone's team, Fazid says just bench Pedro. I read Fazid's team. Anyone else? Anyone else? Jamie's okay. Would I? Yeah. Okay. Have I missed someone's team? Tiger says she's used her transfer. So the missus has used her transfer. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Okay, then okay, if she's willing to take a hit, would she take a hit though for Kunya? Who would you bring in though? I'm not really sure this week. Okay, never mind. I wouldn't bring in anyone. Ahmad. Not for this week. Okay, no, never mind. Keep it as it is. Yeah, fair enough. Tiger, honestly, next week, bring the Crystal Palace lads for Game Week 30 for Kunya and Ahmad. But this week, yeah, just play it as it is. To be honest. And then Tiger, your team is also okay. And were you doing the Trent move? Let me know in the comments as well for that. Ebird wanted to save the free hit for later. Yes, I would save the free hit for later. This is your team. Wait, this is a wildcard team. Oh, you pressed the wildcard. Cells, Anthony, Gabriel, Guardiola, Bruno, Hudson-Odoi, Clivert, Bellegarde. Bellegarde. Do you really want Bellegarde? Who knows Isak and Bergs? Instead of Bergs, could you get Livramento? And have you actually pressed the wildcard button? Could you get Livramento instead of Bergs? Or do you not have the budget for that? And why Bellegarde? How much is Bellegarde? Is he like 4.5 or something? He's 4.9. Ooh. Can you get to Muntesi? Do we know what happened to Muntesi? Anyone knows what happens to Muntesi? Bought him Milenkovic and Bruno, says Jamie. Alright, fair enough. So, Jamie, you're good to go, yes? Who are you captaining, Jamie? Chris Wood or Bruno Fernandes? I'm also wildcarding in Game Week 31, says Tom. Alright, that works as well. Bilal, I'm replacing your team. Bilal is fine. Okay. Tom, don't forget to join the mini league as well. The league code is down in the description. Feel free to join the mini league. So this is Tom's team. Nuri, Gabriel, Konate, Pickford, Neto, Salah, Palmer, Foden, Dango, Isak, Visaya, Gakpo, Robinson. So Gakpo has got to go. Konate has got to go. You'll be benching. Who are you benching? Jamie's captaining Chris Wood. Okay. I walk up, but Bellegarde is in the Cunha position, and I feel he will do well. Okay, fair points. Fair points. Can you get Livramento instead of Bugs? I'm just wondering because of the Game Week 32 double. So you'd want like to have some Newcastle cover. I want my fifth defender to be the cheapest that I practically won't ever use. Do you have a bench boost still? Or have you used your bench boost? If you used your bench boost, then okay, I completely understand. Or have you still have a bench boost? And then this team, this is from Luke. Pickford, Guardiola, Anthony Kirkes, Mazraoui, Clivert, Bruno, Semenyo, Wissa, Joe Pedro, and Haaland captaincy with Timber on the bench. Luke, what was the question? Luke said, took a -4. I don't know if I should play Timber over someone. Oh. No, I don't mind what you've done. Like, if you were to play Timber over someone, As crazy as it sounds, it might potentially be one of Ain't Nuri or Kirk's. I don't know if I would do that. I just keep Timber where you kept him. Yeah, I don't mind it actually. I don't mind the way it is, Tim. Look, I actually don't mind it. Tom says currently looking at taking a minus 8 to replace Gakpo Sala with Haaland and Semenyo, and then maybe replace Dango with Elanga or Bellegarde. I'd probably go I'd probably go for Elanga, Tom, in that specific situation. But let's have a look at your team again. This is Jamie's. This is Tom. You don't have Chris Wood as well, right? You were going for Haaland and Semenyo. Yeah, I probably might go for Elanga instead, or even like a Hudson Odoi or Gibbs White if you can. One of those. I don't mind Hudson Odoi over Elanga partially, but yeah, one of those. Yeah, I don't mind. I'd just go for the Forest player, personally speaking. Salah, removing Salah, but you'll bring Haaland and you'll captain Haaland next week, which is fair enough. Gakpo to Haaland, Semenyo, and Muntesi for a minus 8. Who is Muntesi coming for? Dango? Yeah, right? I'll bring back Salah in 31 with wildcard. How much money are you losing on Salah? I guess probably not losing too much. Or Beto for Evan Nelson. No, keep Beto. If you have Beto playing Akshat, aren't you selling Rogers? Akshat? Or I'm going for Semenyo is the only option I have. Guess because I need to take Beto out next week and taking on Salah will result in a -4, which I don't want to do. Need to save some money for assistant manager as well. Yeah, that's right. If you go for Semen, like the thing is, even if you take Beto out for Evan Nelson, right? Akshat for you, for example, you still need to get rid of Rogers as well, right? For someone, you could go Rogers for like, but then who are you going to put Rogers in for? It's the question. Maybe rent in Nuri to Livramento. I used to bench boost. Okay, you used to bench boost already. You could do what you could do is this is for Ebert. You could do instead of Ant Nuri, you could go for Agbadu, who is a 4 million Southampton defender, and you can start him and have Bergs for Livramento. So you'll still have a 4 million Southampton defender. Sorry, 4 million Wolves defender, and you can play him this week. That's another option, Ebert. Charis, how are you doing? Want to do Trent to Guardiola and Dango to Bruno to captain him? Can I send you my team? It's 32 in the league. The only transfer I made already is Gakpo to Chris Wood. Fair enough. Rogers for Semenyo or better for Evan Nelson? I'm leaning towards Semenyo. Yeah, I probably will do for Semenyo. You know why? Because you still need to, like, if you need to field 11 players, you still need to get rid of Rogers as well, right, Akshat? If I'm not mistaken. Because Munoz will be benched, Salah will be benched, and Isak will be benched, right? If you're benching all three of them, you're still going to be short of like 11 players. So Rogers has got to go. And then we'll load up Charis as well. If I have missed someone, please let me know. Mark, is the team good? Was I supposed to answer the question that I have missed, Mark? That's another question. Ebert says, good idea. Yeah, you could probably do that. And therefore, you have Livramento and you have Isak and Munoz all ready for game week 32 double. And you can bring in a Palace attacker next week as well, potentially. For the Southampton fixture. So you'll slowly set yourself up for game week 32. Luke, team's good. I don't mind Timber being first sub. Completely fine with me. Tiger, did you do the transfer on Trent? Tiger's misses. Team is good. Shubharan, I answered, I think, on the Discord. So I think when he comes, he'll see. So I'll close those three. This is the goal clean sheet odds. Mark, team open. Charis, got your team over here. Want to do Trent to Guardiola. Fair enough. That's kind of what I did as well. Dango to Bruno. That also I don't mind. And you did Gakpo to Chris Wood. So you'll play Chris Wood, you'll play Visa, you will have a Isak, Salah, and Munoz on the bench. You'll be playing a back four. 4-4-2 is going to be a very popular formation from the looks of it this week. Yeah, okay. I don't mind. Yeah. Cherries. I like the moves. I hate that Brentford and Bournemouth are clashing this week, which is why I'm hoping for a massive goal fest like 3-2, 4-2, 4-3. I don't care. Score as many goals as you guys want. Just make sure that all of the players that we have are involved. I'm just like massive goal fest. That's all I want between that game. All right, whose teams do I have open? I've got Fazid. Fazid, I think your team is sorted, right? Have I missed? I need to go and look at the chat now. It's so many things are happening. Kushan, I think I missed yours. Best captain, Wood, Mbeumo, or Clivert. I've gone for Chris Wood. Kushan. I don't know if you've missed, if you're still here. But I went for Chris Wood. Muhin, how's the team looking? I forgot to ask Muhin about how the team was looking. Mark, I have to wait. Gailey, Gailey, basically, if you could bench one of Claudio, Kirkis, Milinkovic, and Gabriel. That's a tough question. I don't know what Gailey decided on. Claudio, Kirkis, Milinkovic, and Gabriel. Might potentially be one of Gabriel or Kirkis, no? That situation. I don't know if I want to be in that situation though. Tough decision. I can say Isaac for 9 million. Wait, I read that. Shut. Keyword. Have I looked at people's team? Or just for Seminyo, a bit of need to. Thanks, bro. I'm just scared because I took a minus hit last week because my team was in shambles, but that's the game. That is the game. I'm doing Rogers to Semenyo, says Akshat. Yep. Haaland or Wood captain? If you have Haaland, you have to go Haaland this week. Because honestly, next week, were you looking at bringing Salah back in, Ebert? If you have Haaland, probably will go off. See, personally, I still think it's a tough fixture for Haaland this week. And I don't mind Chris. But I feel like between Haaland and Bruno Fernandes as well, personally, I'd probably lean more towards Bruno Fernandes for some reason than I would lean towards Haaland. I don't know why. I think it's just purely because of the fixture being Leicester and Chris Wood having Ipswich. Need a differential, but Brighton are good form. Yeah, that's true. Then if you want differential, you go Bruno Fernandes captain. Although I don't know if that will also pay off. Salah back for Bruno. Okay, so then I'm assuming next week you're going to captain Salah, right? Salah is back for Bruno. Brighton are like the Spurs, will 4-1 or lose 4-1. Yeah. Well, they've improved significantly, like recently, honestly. No middle. Yep. Alright. Have I looked and sorted teams? Paris, got your team up. I think you're okay, you said. Mark is up as well. Akshat should be fine. Jamie should be fine as well. Tom said wildcard in 31, right? You'll bring back Salah. Fair enough. Tom was doing a -8. I mean, I don't mind it. Not the thing is, it's a bit risky, but Yeah. Between Elanga and Bellegarde, Tom, I'd probably go for the Forest. I think I said. Not sure I'm back in United place. Yeah, fair enough. That makes complete sense. Then go for Chris Wood. Brian, out of FPL, what camera do you use to stream? This is a Logitech web camera. Just a normal web camera. I've had this for a long time. At this moment, it's a basic web camera. I think like others would use like, if you can find a web camera that's like just 1080p, then I think you should be fine. Some people have like actual professional cameras. I don't have that setup. Don't have the budget for that setup. 30 minutes lock in, lads. Lots of last minute free hits. Free hits lock in early just in case. Yes, indeed. Need to sell Palmer as well. I had to keep him because of Blank Gameweek. That's fine. Palmer's been so yes. What to do with Palmer? He's had the chances, just not going in. Semenyo or Gibbs White or Bruno to replace Palmer for a -4. You know what? I might actually punt on Gibbs White. Ooh, no. Okay, I do favor Bruno, but Bruno next week not the best of fixtures. But Gibbs White also tough fixture against United next week, not the easiest, I would say. I would lean first Bruno. Actually, first of all, I might potentially lean towards keeping Palmer instead of removing Palmer. That's my first preference. Otherwise, it's Bruno followed by Gibbs White and then Semenyo. I am assuming you already have a Clivert, Felix. If you don't have a Bournemouth attacker, then yes, Semenyo comes as a priority. But I'm assuming you already have like a Bournemouth attacker. I was thinking of getting the C270. It's super basic Logitech 2. C270. Can you do 1080p? You can do 1080p, yeah, then I don't mind. Honestly, I'd go and can you test it? Is there a way for you to test it, like at a tech store or something where you stay? Go and have a look and see if you can test it. If you can, then or even see some YouTube videos. And if it looks good on some YouTube videos, then I don't mind it. Looks like it's a 1080p from the description over here. Yeah, read a few reviews. If the reviews say it's pretty good, then go for it. You don't need any high-end web camera, to be honest. Because at the end of the day, you're doing streaming as well. Like, it's just a tiny camera. And your internet connection is more important than your camera. Actually, internet connection and audio quality is way more important first before the video camera. Yes, I have climate. Okay, fair enough. Makes sense. So personal preference, first option is keep Palmer. Otherwise, it's Bruno Fernandes next, and then Gibbs White, then Semenyo. A friend is using it. It's okay so far. It's 2K stuff. Fair enough. Yeah, yep. Then it's fair enough. All right, I'm gonna have a look for some. I'm gonna have a look to see if I can find some leaks. If I have missed some teams, I have teams open. But if I have missed some teams, please let me know, honestly. And I will bring it up again. Oh, we got leaks. We've got leaks. Marmoush starts for Manchester City. That's a leaks. Marmoush starts for Manchester City. There is your first leak. I better pin this leak actually. So, anyone who wants Marmoush or has Marmoush, that's your first leak for the day. Do we have any other leaks? Don't think so, right? For all of us that sold Palmer, we could have all egg on a face. Is Haaland starting? I haven't seen any Haaland news yet, but I will check and let you know. I'm hoping Palmer does get some goals because I have Palmer, to be honest. Uh, no. No news yet. Nope. Play Enzo or take a -4? Play Enzo. Who are you going to take the -4 for? Who are you bringing in? Who are you looking to bring in? Bournemouth attacker? If it's a Bournemouth attacker, then I'll take the -4. But otherwise, I'm playing Enzo. Alright. I don't know if we have any other leagues at the moment. Nope, I think thinking Dango to Clivet and Enzo to Semenya for a -4. Oh no, I would just do the Dango to Clivet and I'll just keep Enzo. Don't know if it's worth the -4 that. Would it be worth the -4? Chelsea have actually no, I'll probably keep Enzo because you know what? You could do Enzo to Ismail Sarr next week, and that might be better than having Semenyo next week. That's what I'm thinking. Nick, how are you doing? Any team leaks that I missed? Yes, I have shared it on the Discord and also I pinned it up here. On the chat, I pinned that as well. But that's the only team leak we've got so far. I'm going to do a minus bringing in Milenkovic. Thoughts, please, chat. Yes, no worries, Tiger. That's Trent to Milenkovic, right? Yeah, I don't mind that. And then you bench Van Heck. Yeah, I don't mind that, Tiger. Okay, so we don't really have any other information. No other leaks as things stand. Intel says Trent to Williams, Tango to Clivert, and Cunha to Evan Nilsson, 3 free transfers. What do you think of this? I'd do that. I like it. Those are pretty good moves. I don't mind those moves actually. Tiger says yes, mate. Yep. Looks pretty good. Okay, so we only had the Marmoush leak from Lazy FPL. Apart from that, we don't have any other leaks as things stand. I'm after the UK next month. Oh, which game are you going to watch, Tiger? Any games you're going to watch or just Turin? I'm currently deciding if it's worth bringing in Bruno for a -4 and who to bring in for Hall. Who are you looking at removing, Nick? Was it Palmer? And who to bring in for Lewis Hall? How much money do you have for Lewis Hall? You're looking for Lewis Hall, Turkish, Guardiol, and Turkish, Guardiol, Int Nouri, and Mazraoui are some of the defensive options. Alice double is tricky. Should I still bring in Safite? It's depends on. You can go one of Ismail Sa or Mateta. Also depend. Junta, do you have a assistant managership to play for? If you don't have a assistant managership to play for, you'd want triple Palace, right? Double is tricky. Yes, I agree. There is a situation though where Palace could have double. So like 32, they could have a double, and 33, they could have a double as well. We won't know that until obviously the FA Cup fixtures are done. But they could have a double basically. Money is not a problem here. I have 2.5 in the bank. Turkey's Guardiol, one of the two. Or if you wanted to look at like odds as well, this is the odds for this week. Arsenal versus Crystal Palace game. Hopefully, Palace gets knocked out of the FA Cup. Fair enough. Bruno is only a buy for this week. He's a sell next week. I think I hold if you have him, obviously. Yeah, that's the thing. Williams is due a haul. Forest defender share point. Damn, I envy you, Tiger. Enjoy, man. Last time I watched the Premier League fixture was QPR versus Liverpool. Wow. I've not even watched the Premier League fixture live, personally. I haven't gone to the UK at all. I have been to Spain, though. And I have seen the last live game I watched was Barcelona versus Valencia in the Copa del Rey semi-finals. You guys will have to check the year. I don't remember the year as well. This was when Xavi, Iniesta, and Messi were all in the team. Suarez as well was there. I got to see that Barcelona team. Obviously, Barcelona won that game as well. It was at the new camp as well. Before the new camp has got renovated as well now. That was the last live game I watched. Going to Liverpool and Sheffield. Oh, that's not too bad. What date? 7 is the next game week. What date is the next game week? Next game week is like April? Start of April? 2nd of April. Tiger. Summer minus. Hey, nice. And goals, etc. Yep. Next game is on the 2nd of April. Jeff, how are you doing, Jeff? Just in time before the deadline? How's the team looking like, Jeff? My last game was Villa Palace. We won 1-0. Ooh. Vicky, how are you doing? Is Haaland that much essential? No, he isn't that much essential. No. I wouldn't say he's essential. I'd say he's a good player to have, but not essential, no. Especially not essential at the cost of like ripping the rest of your team apart and taking -8s or -12s. I'm ready for a very interesting conversation for the next few days. Last time I watched it on live was Everton Arsenal Chris Park where Everton won 1-0. Arsenal fan was the other was an Everton fan. Mystical, how are you doing? 79 League, can you check out my team? 2.4. Okay, 79, 2.4. Mystical. Here we go. Okay, you have Trent, Lewis Hall, Salah, and Isak. Okay, you have to sell Trent. You have Dango problem as well. Marmush is starting, by the way, Mystical, so you're kind of okay with that. Alright, I'd sell Trent to how much money? You said 2.4. You can do Dango to Bruno Fernandes, Embuemo. Although Embuemo's fixture next week is also not the best. So maybe Dango to Bruno Fernandes, Trent to one of Guardiol, Kirkes, or anyone else you would go for? Ain't Nouri maybe potentially? Oh, you can't go Kirkes. You have I don't know. You'll be selling Dango anyways. So yeah, You can go Kirkis if you wanted to, or Guardiola from City. But that might not be enough cash. Oh, it might be to do Dango to Bruno Fernandes. I would also sell Lewis Hall. So I do Trent to like a Kirkes, or you don't have cells, no? Oh yeah, you don't. Okay, so Trent to like a Milenkovic, for example, for Forest defense. Lewis Hall to maybe a Kirkes from Brighton or Antony from Southampton. Um, or even for example, um, wait, how many free transfers do you have? That's another question. How many free transfers do you have? Think you need Haaland or Bruno this week. I probably look to do Dango to Bruno. Probably what I would do in this team. I'm a Liverpool fan. Keep pass to keep your home game. Couldn't submit. Yeah. Mamush stats. Yes, Mamush stats. My last game was Arsenal BSP. Sent my team on Twitter, says Jeff. Alright, let's bring it up as well. Would you do an extra -4 to replace Dango? To who? Depends on who you're bringing in. Potentially I might. Yes, I might potentially do an extra -4 to replace Dango. Yes, yes. Guardiola potential attack rates have dropped off. He's not going forward as much as the start of the season. Yes, that is true. Which is not as great as someone who's just bought in Guardiola, but I'm willing to take the punt here. Is kind of where I'm at. How do you get it like this? 0, 0, 0, 0. Interesting. One free transfer, 5 million in the bank. Okay, Rogers can go. All can go. Rogers can go to. Oh, you have a lot of cash. 9.1 on Isak. What? Okay, you can sell Isak actually because Isak is 9.3 now. You're only losing 0.2 million. You can do Isak to Chris Wood. Morgan Rogers to. Actually, no. You can do Isak to Haaland as well. You can do Isak to Haaland. Rogers to Hudson Odoi. Isak to Haaland. Rogers to Hudson Odoi for a -4. And you bench Hall, Munoz, and Salah. Is that enough money? Let me know. Jeff, is that possible? These are Rogers plus Hall to Aina and Bruno, or Isak plus Hall and Hall to Haaland and Nico Williams. Can't you do like Rogers to like a Hudson Odoi and Isak to a Haaland? Or is that not? That should be possible, right? Guardiola put thanks Ezra. My cousin found out there's a leak about Marmoush starting. Yes, Marmoush is starting. Not only did he transfer Marmoush in, but captain him too. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, Marmoush is starting. Where's Mystical? Mystical. I'm gonna close some of these teams. Charis, Mark, Jamie, Chat, Tom, Fazid. Alright, Mystical. Trent has got to go. Lewis Hall got to go. Dango got to go. How many free transfers do you have? 0.5 off. Oh, that's a shame. Then yeah, I would do Haaland and Nico Williams then. Jeff, I'd do that. I do the Hall. I do the Isak and Hall to Haaland and Nico Williams. That's what I would do. 0.5. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, makes sense. Interesting. Because Hall to Aina. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Enjoy the last game week before international game week. Yes, is this the final international game break? Yeah, right. This is the final international break. After that, no more international breaks. I haven't done a -4 for quite a while. Ooh. Will he be worth taking a hot -4 to bring in Bruno for Salah? Ooh. Not really, no. I don't think so. Especially if you're going to lose by if you're going to lose 0.4 or 0.5 million on Salah, then no. If you're losing 0.2 million on Salah, um, then maybe yes, it could be worth it. But you'll need Salah next week, Gailey. Or do you have Haaland for next week captaincy? That's the other question. All to Williams then? Yes, I'll do the Haaland move as well. Thinking wildcard next week as well. Oh, do you have an assistant managership to play, Jeff? Is that why you're wildcarding? Other, if you don't have an assistant managership, I'll hold the wildcard for 31 personally. Don't forget to like the stream. Yes, indeed. Subscribe if you're new. Yes, MLS will play for England. MLS will play for England. What? Confused. Oh, Lewis Kelly. We'll see. I think he's a bit rash at the moment, but we'll see. He's come so many times close to getting red cards for Arsenal this season. So we'll see. I hate how long the game week will be. You mean how long we have to wait? Yes. Alright, thank you. I'm gonna do Dango, Fernandes, and Trent to Guardiola, but I only have 4.8 million for Hall replacement. Should I go Nick Williams? By the way, I have 4 transfers. You have 4 transfers. Then if you have 4.8 million for a Hall replacement, instead of Nico Williams, you can go for Milenkovic. However, before you go for Milenkovic, 4 million. Yeah, no, I would go for Williams because you could potentially next week you could do Harvard Bellis to Munoz, right? Mystical, like just in your team right now, if you remove Howard Bellis and put Munoz in, right, and you did the Trent and Dango moves, how much money do you have in the bank? Just check and see how much money you have in the bank, for example. Langa or Hudson Odoi? I'm gonna go for Hudson Odoi AS, but that's a close call. Are you going to do a wildcard draft for Game Week 30? Yes, I'll do a wildcard draft for Game Week 30. But probably not next week, just in case some players get injured. Also, it's very hard to do a wildcard draft unless we know the FA Cup results. That's the only problem. So I'll have to do maybe 2 wildcard drafts, like a random one and then an updated one. Rashford got a call up, but too soon, I think. Yeah, probably. But I think even like what Henderson got a call up, right? So I think Tuchel has gone for like a team that is like England tried and tested kind of thing. Cheaper and get Murphy 2 weeks later. Yeah. I think I'll lose 0.6 or 0.7 if I sold Salah. Yeah, I'll lose 0.5. Yesterday I would have lost 0.6, but he fell in price as well, surprisingly. So yeah. 7 minutes more. I've got 6.7 in my bank still. So much cash. Tiger. So much cash. Don't worry, Tiger. Time for you to wildcard soon and fix your team. Alright. 6 minutes to go. Make sure to lock those teams. I think I've answered Jeff's and Mystical's. Mystical is still pending, but Jeff's we've answered. There's no other leaks that I've seen. Salah will go back up next week. I hope so. What's the team looking like? Team is looking like this. Bruno Cap. Yeah, I don't mind it. Do your team before crash. Yeah. Alright. Paul. Wood 39%. Haaland 36. Bruno 18. I did Hall to Nico Williams and Howard Bellis to Munoz. I'll be down by 0.6. Is that because you're going Guardiola as well? Gabriel, Guardiola. Oh, no, wait, actually. You can, don't do Howard Bellis. Why did I say Howard Bellis? You can actually do Robinson next week, right? Robinson can be sold to Munoz instead. Sorry, but ignore me, Mystical. I think you'll be fine. You can do the Nico Williams move. Because next week you can do Robinson, right? To Munoz. You don't have to do it this week, so it's fine. Yeah. You can do Nico Williams. You can go Nico Williams or even Milenkovic, one of the two. Completely fine with that. I completely forgot. Sorry. I forgot Robinson in your team. I might be coming over to Sydney this year. Ooh, in May. I'll let you know if you do like a FPL catch up as well. Savio starts for Manchester City. That's the next league. Mamush and Savio for anyone who has Savio as well. I'm off chat. Gonna play some FC25 before I get to bed. Good luck, everyone. Good luck, Ryan. Thanks for the insights and suggestions. Good luck, Ezra. We should play some FC25 soon. I've got my pro clubs. I am just sitting there and waiting. So maybe we can do pro clubs with the subscribers on my gaming channel. Probably a pro club session. Need to decide what to do with my gaming channel that's sitting there and just dying at this moment. I need a defender. I can't lie. No idea what to go with. Guardiola or Kirkes? Pick one. Or do you want an absolute like cheap 1 week punt? Honestly, I don't know if Kirkes will this thing. I don't mind punting on Guardiola because next week is Leicester. That's the only reason I punted on Guardiola. I'm assuming you already have Forest players, right, Nick? So you don't have to worry about that. Who do you? Let me have a look at your team quickly for the deadline. Nice, Nick. Timber, Robinson, Munoz, Sells, all in Ain't Nuri, Agbadu from Fools, one of the two cheap options. Mazraoui, you want Mazraoui? I mean, you could go Mazraoui, Man United. Not the worst case scenario to be in. Guardiola, I trust my gut. Okay, then go Guardiola. Go Guardiola. Is that game free? No, it's not free. Unfortunately, it's not free. Look forward to seeing you in Sydney. Yes. I'm with pro clubs if everyone else is nice. Alright, so Discord. We'll discuss about that on Discord. F1 on tomorrow. I know it's in Melbourne, isn't it? But I don't watch enough F1. That's the thing. Ryan, I made a chance. -4. Ooh, did you bring in Bruno Fernandes? Who knows hot property next week? He's bench on me this week, even before his injury. Yeah, fair enough. Alright. Are we Dango out 7 in? Oh, because 7 is starting. Fair enough. Alright, I think 1 minute more. Lock those teams if you haven't locked them already. Mystical teams good to go. I hope so. Thoughts on Mamush, but that requires a -8. Also settle on 7. Fair enough. Tiger says 1 minute. Indeed, 1 minute. So lock those teams, people. Lock those teams. There aren't any other leaks I see. No leaks at all. No leaks at all. eFootball is free and you can have a 4v4. Oh, I haven't played eFootball before. And the deadline is done. Alright. We had 44 votes. First of all, don't forget to press that subscribe button and the like button. Green arrows to you all. Yes, indeed. I have these green arrows. Tips, because whatever you call them. Do you guys see it, or is it just my chat that doesn't see that green arrow? I don't know. Appeared and it is. So green arrows to everyone. Obviously, thank you everyone for watching. hit the like, hit the subscribe if you are new. We actually gained a few subscribers today, so which is nice. Hopefully it stays like that, and hopefully we can get closer to 1000 subs as well. Enjoy your week, um, and I will see you all on Monday. Yes, I'll see you all on Monday to have a look at what happens in terms of the fallout from blank week 29, and then discuss what our next steps is. How do we proceed for the final 9 game weeks? Now, basically 10 game weeks to go. Final 9 game weeks left of the season. Thanks, man. It's a nice chat indeed. Thank you, everyone. So shout out to Andy, Tiger, MFZ, Nick, Ezra, Combe, John, Mystical, Gailey, Jeff, who else? Who else? So many. Like Juntao, Akshat, Ebert, Felix, Charis, Tom, Jamie, Luke, G, Mark, Muhin, Andy also I mentioned, Tobantine obviously as well, Geeta, Bilal, Oamara, Aditya, and so many others as well. Gov as well, who said he wants Haaland. I don't know if he ended up getting Haaland. Combe as well. Shout out to you all. Fazid as well. And everyone else, thank you very much. Let's end this poll. 40% on Chris Wood. So football chat box at least everyone's mainly on Chris Wood. Haaland just close behind. So will be interesting to see Bruno 17% and other on 6%. 6:30 p.m. Yes, 6:30 p.m. your time. 9:30 p.m. over my time over here. My voice is gone. I'm gonna go and rest my voice. Until then, I hope you guys have a great time. Enjoy. Good night to you all, and I'll see you all on Monday. Oh, don't forget to leave a comment once the video is done as well. Peace out, everyone. Have a good night. See you all later.